going on, boys and girls? Team sheet news. Yeah, this has been a big thing over the last 7 days, talking about how a team sheet can progressively help to win you a game. Looks like here that they're pretty much going with roughly the same team sheet that they did against Everton. So it's pretty much the same team sheet. Same dead midfield. Tierney's in, obviously, because he's taken up place back from Tavares. And Martinelli is the only real hope that we've got for any kind of semblance of an attack. Yeah, it wouldn't be what I would do, guys, especially with that midfield. The bench, mind you, is looking good. The bench looks more progressive than the actual players that are on the pitch. Tavares, Lokonga, Nketiah, Pepe, a lot of players on the bench look who can do a better job than what we see on the pitch. Also, as we know, Aubameyang is not featured, and some people are saying it's for disciplinary reasons. I don't think anybody cares at this point. Yeah, he's not even on the bench. Like last time he came on against Everton, missed a chance that was set up by Eddie Nketiah. He ain't even going to get that chance today. So that's gone. And while he's the better option of the front two, it's still not an option as far as I'm concerned, because how many goals has he got this season? It's just, yeah, it's the lesser of two evils. Both of them are not really good enough for what we want. So for me, guys, I did say 3-0 in the game, chat. Remember I said Everton saw the team sheet and they went, oh God, guys, we can get 3 points here. I think that when you put a team sheet up like this, in the Premier League, the most competitive league in the world, all you're doing, Mikel Arteta, is you're galvanizing Southampton. That's what you're doing. You're giving them hope. You're giving them a chance to come out and start to throw haymakers at us. So that's what I'm expecting to see today. I'm expecting to see a very tough and competitive game for Arteta. He's looked at this and said, it's another opportunity for me to get Partey and Xhaka up to game speed. Yeah? Why are you having to use these games like pre-season for players who are not pulling their weight? And, you know, when you do that, then you're going to get bad results. I'll catch up with you guys at half-time. Peace out, man. Right back at you. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Arsenal 2, Southampton 0. It's actually been the first half that Arsenal would hope for. The start, though, I have to say, wasn't. Southampton probably feel a little bit begrieved because after 20-25 minutes, they were the de facto team in the first half. It looked like it was Everton all over again, just midfield being a complete sieve. But it's not so much as the midfield, Xhaka and Thomas Partey, that were the problem. It was the continuous press that we normally see up front. Without Aubameyang and without Smith Rowe up top, the press just seemed non-existent. And what that does is that allows their defence and their midfield to bring the ball up with ease and cause Arsenal all kinds of problems. They saw that Everton did it with no problem, and that's how Southampton started the game today. However, things kicked into gear when Arsenal started to break on the counter effectively, and that all started by Ramsdale. His distribution, as I say in this game, has been fantastic. It's been really good. Ball hit down to Saka on the right-hand side. Saka looking like Raheem Sterling, coming in at speed, putting the ball in the box. And remember we talked about Everton and Lacazette, and how Lacazette doesn't have that ability to run into the box and get on the end of things. Well, he did in this game. I think he must have saw one of my videos, because he ran into the box on Saka's break on the right-hand side. Very clinical finish from him. And Arsenal go 1-0 up. It wasn't something that they deserved. They were poor for 20-25 minutes. But then they kicked into that. It gave them the inspiration. And really, you have to ask, where is the goal going to come from in this kind of setup? But Martin Odegaard again, 4th goal this season, 3 in the last 3. It just looks like he's, again, that type of Smith Rowe, Ramsey type player who runs into the box late from the midfield and is very difficult to track, mind you, near left corner of the post. And I think that with that, Arsenal have a 2-0 lead against a very, very demotivated and young Southampton team that are devoid injuries, suspensions, and they're down to their 3rd string goalkeeper as well. So I can't see any way back from Southampton with the score as it is now, but this is exactly what Arsenal needed to just calm the waves and to calm the ship at the moment now. I don't know who we're going to see in the second half, but if things play out, I think Arsenal are going to get on their way to a comfortable win. Questions still have to be asked though about the midfield. I know there's been some shaky play, but Thomas Partey's actually looked decent today. I have to say that he's had about 3 recoveries and his ball placement hasn't been erratic. I know Xhaka has given the ball away about 4 times, but Thomas Partey's got stuck in, he's won a couple of tackles and he started to look a little bit neat and tidy on the ball, and maybe this is the game that he can use to sort of come out of that funk that he's been in for this season. So let's wait and see what happens as well, but that's what Ramsdale can do. He's such a weapon in the distribution right there. So listen, I'll catch up with you guys later, man, at full time. Peace. What's good, people? And it finishes Arsenal 3, Southampton 0, just as I predicted it would. And I think for Arsenal, you've got to say that this is something that they can build on. It's 3 points, it's a clean sheet, move back up to 5th place, and now your destiny is in your hands. You've got some crunch time games coming up, and those are the games that are going to define you. I think the midfield did okay today. Most importantly, Thomas Partey looked a little bit more tidy. He was more assured on the ball, more assured in his passing. Wasn't the Rockweiler tackler and the bully that we expect him to be, but I think in this instance, because his confidence was so low, it's one step at a time. Definitely nowhere near as horrid as what we've seen from him in the past. Aaron Ramsdale in goal, just absolutely brilliant. The second half, save after save after save, but just his distribution, just spot on. He knows when to catch the ball, when to fist the ball out and punch it. He knows when to go long with the ball, when to play short. He's calm under pressure, great poise. He is the total package for just 24 million. And some people, I can't believe, well, including me actually, was complaining about the price tag. But overall, guys, such a great display. Saka was the guy who really got this game going and took it by the scruff of the neck. When you consider that since he's been playing, he's had 22 assists, which is more than any Arsenal player on the team, then you've got to look at him for some inspiration. And he chipped in today with an assist and also hit the post as well. Another person, Martinelli, 4 starts and got 1 goal and now 2 assists in those starts. He also hit the post today. He did everything else but score. So good game for him. And most importantly, here is Martin Odegaard's coming out party. 3 goals in his last 3 games, 4 goals this season. But funny enough, still 1 assist. And this guy was brought in to add that creative touch. And I think for me, tried a bit too hard today, played some balls into the final third that didn't really connect and was well defended as well. We really need him to show that part of his game, the assist king, the creator. Haven't really seen that in his spell at Arsenal Football Club, but 4 goals is a welcome to go along with the 2 he had in the latter part of last season. That he really is a complete revelation in the midfields, and goals are coming from him, and that's what we want. If you start to add some goals from Odegaard and goals from Smith Rowe and goals from Saka, then it really does help the forward line. Southampton's got to be hard done by. Started the game really well. Really took the game to Arsenal. Arsenal just not being able to deal with the intensity of the game, and things settled down after 25 minutes where Arsenal started to play counter-attack football. In the second half it was different. Arsenal took control of the game with the tempo. You can feel this was a confidence thing. With Arsenal being 2-0 up, you can just see they were starting to strut their stuff. Really playing well. One-touch football. Some players were holding on to the ball for too long, but other players, when they decided to take 1 or 2 touches, things started to really bloom for the team. On the width, Saka and Martinelli really starting to add dimensions to the game. Tomiyasu solid in ball recoveries today. I thought Tierney did well as far as that, but not as well as Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu just snuffing out attack after attack after attack. I think the wingers must have just got fed up with him, being able to shield the ball away from danger time and time again. But Arsenal really started to settle down and was just on it. Arsenal just relentless, hit the post twice in the second half, as well as Gabriel jumping up into a Martinelli corner and just completely dominating everybody in the air and putting Arsenal up 3-0. And I think with that being said, Arsenal are right where they want to be. In my opinion though, taking on a team like West Ham who were completely different to what we've seen today from Southampton. It's going to be a difficult task because if you start like that against West Ham, you're going to be 1 or 2-0 down after 20 minutes because of just the ferocity and the precision in West Ham's midfield passing and the way West Ham midfielders are able to dominate the ball, win challenges and press at will. I think that's going to destabilise our midfield. I don't think at the moment we've got the midfield that can stand toe-to-toe with that, but only time will tell. As I said, this was a good confidence booster for Arsenal, and let's hope that it will bring on some much needed performances against the top teams, and West Ham is definitely a top team. They are a rival for that top 4, top 6 position, and let's see what happens. But this game was a nice warmer for that matchup, and we'll have to take the win and see where we go from there. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. That's all from me today, and I'll speak to you guys in the next one.